Wu Yongning, The Extreme. November 8th, 2017. Changsha, China. Wu Yongning, 26 years old. A Chinese influencer, one of the country's first professional rooftopers. His face was well known on social media. He climbed skyscrapers barehanded, without harnesses. He posted videos walking on ledges, doing push-ups suspended in midair, hanging from rooftops. Over 1 million followers on Weibo. He called himself China's first rooftopper. Each video was more extreme than the last, but this time the goal was different. A promotional challenge worth 100,000 yuan, about $15,000. With that money, he wanted to marry his girlfriend and pay for treatment for his mother who had cancer. On November 8th, Wu climbed the rooftop of the Huayuanhua Center, a 62-story skyscraper, one of the tallest in the city. The camera was placed on a tripod. Wu stood at the top, above the void, no protection. He hung from the ledge and began a series of push-ups, then tried to climb back up, but his arms trembled. He slipped. For a few seconds, he clung to the edge with his fingers. He tried once, twice to lift himself up. Then he fell. His body dropped more than 660 feet, over 200 meters. It landed on a terrace on the 45th floor. He died instantly. The video was not immediately published. His body was found the next day. His family was devastated. An uncle revealed that Wu had planned to propose to his girlfriend the following day. The news exploded online, a wave of shock, anger, criticism. Some called him irresponsible. Others described him as a victim of a system that monetizes danger. The government intervened. State media accused platforms of encouraging extreme behavior. People's Daily, money should never cost a life. Douyin and other services began blacking out risky content. In 2019, Wu's mother sued the Huajiao platform for negligence. She received a symbolic compensation, 30,000 yuan, about $4,300. Wu Yongning is considered the first documented case of live-streamed rooftopping death. A video never released, a stunt no one saw. But that marked the end of a genre. The platform that hosted it lost over 50% of its active users after the tragedy. Today, in China, rooftop content is banned on almost all social media. Wu wanted to get married, to pay for his mother's care, to become a legend. He did, but at an irreparable cost. Pan Xiaoting, The Mukbang Massacre. July 14th, 2024, China. Pan Xiaoting was 24 years old, one of the country's most popular streamers. Famous for her mukbang performances, a viral phenomenon born in South Korea, creators film themselves devouring enormous amounts of food in one sitting, often interacting live with their audience. Her channel had millions of followers. According to the South China Morning Post, over 5 million watched her regularly. Her live streams lasted for hours. In some episodes, she consumed up to 22 pounds, 10 kilograms of food in a single session. Rice, meat, eggs, noodles, all smothered in thick sauces. She often kept eating through nausea and sweating, trying to keep a light tone and entertain viewers. But behind the success was a dangerous, self-destructive routine. Just days before the tragedy, Pan had been hospitalized for a gastric hemorrhage caused by excessive binge eating. Yet once discharged, she resumed streaming. July 14th, 2024. A 10-hour marathon is underway. Pan appears visibly fatigued, but continues. At one point on live stream, she collapses in her chair. Her face twists, her body goes limp. The video cuts off. Emergency services are called, but it's too late. She dies shortly after the ambulance arrives. The medical report is clear. Extreme overeating. Her abdomen was deformed, her stomach filled to the point of collapse with undigested food. No pre-existing conditions, no intoxication. Just a lethal quantity of food consumed in too short a time. A metabolic and mechanical trauma her body couldn't survive. Her death made headlines around the world. Straits Times, Koreaboo, Dexerto all reported the story. Thousands of fans posted tributes, but also anger, because Pan wasn't the first. In recent years, at least 3 Asian creators have died during similar performances. In China, a 2021 law prohibits the promotion of excessive binge eating in media. Platforms can be fined up to 100,000 yuan, approximately $15,000 for broadcasting high-volume food content. Some regions have already banned live mukbang entirely. After Pan's death, Chinese platforms like Douyin, TikTok in China, began flagging or censoring such content with warning messages. In Singapore, health experts issued a warning. Performative binge eating can cause acute gastrointestinal damage, gastric ruptures, metabolic crises, even death. In the Philippines, where a similar case occurred, lawmakers opened debates on regulating extreme food content. Pan Xiaoting's case remains emblematic, a death on livestream witnessed by millions, for entertainment, for the click, to beat an algorithm. But the human body has limits, and that day the limit was crossed. Sofia Cheung, the Waterfall selfie. July 10th, 2021, Hong Kong. Sofia Cheung was 32, an influencer and outdoor enthusiast, followed by thousands on Instagram. Her content portrayed a life of hiking, nature, and smiles, but also extreme poses, on cliff edges, above waterfalls, on hanging trails. Her bio motto, "Life should be fun, not boring." That morning, Sofia set out with 3 friends for a trip to Ha Pak Lai Park in Hong Kong's Yuen Long region. It's a popular spot for hikers and photographers, known for its sunsets and natural pools. In the afternoon, the group reached Cheung Dai Waterfall, a cascade surrounded by mossy, slippery rocks. Sofia decided to climb a ledge near the waterfall's edge. She wanted a striking shot. Sitting, feet dangling over the void, water in the background. Her friend held the phone. But just before the shot, Sofia lost her balance. She slipped, fell about 16 feet, 5 meters, landing in the pool below. Her friends jumped in to help. Pulled from the water a few minutes later, she was unresponsive. An ambulance was called, but resuscitation attempts failed. Sofia was declared dead upon arrival at the hospital. The news quickly spread through Asian and international media. Her Instagram profile was flooded with condolence messages. Others accused her of recklessness. But to many, Sofia was just a girl chasing beauty and risk. Her death fits a growing category: selfie deaths. According to a Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care report, at least 259 selfie deaths were recorded worldwide between 2011 and 2017. 72% of victims were under 30. Sofia Cheung wasn't chasing fame. She was chasing the perfect moment. A moment to share. She found it, but at an irreversible cost. Remi Lucidi. Remi Enigma. July 27, 2023. Hong Kong. Remi Lucidi, 30, French. An extreme influencer and photographer known online as Remi Enigma. He called himself an urban climber. He loved scaling rooftops of skyscrapers, towers, antennas, always without ropes, always alone. His Instagram profile was a gallery of vertigo, shots suspended above the abyss, atop towers hundreds of feet high, with the world beneath his feet. Over 15,000 followers followed him for years. In 2022, he scaled a 984-foot, 300-meter tower in Dubai. In 2023, he posted selfies from Poland, Bulgaria, Portugal. Each photo was a challenge, each post an enigma. On July 27th, he entered Tregunter Tower in mid-levels, a luxury residential area in Hong Kong. He posed as a guest, convinced security to let him in. He opened a service door, took the stairs, reached the rooftop. At the top, the building's highest point, over 720 feet, 220 meters. According to security cameras, he remained on the rooftop for over an hour. He took photos, walked along the platform edge. Then the void. At 7 p.m., a janitor on the 68th floor heard knocking on the window. Remi was outside on the ledge. He asked for help, but before the man could react, Remi lost balance. He fell 656 feet, 200 meters. His body was found on the 5th floor terrace. Phone and action camera recovered beside him. The news spread globally. BBC, CNN, Le Figaro. Friends and fans remembered him as a modern adventurer. But online debate flared: courage or recklessness? Remi wasn't live streaming. He didn't monetize his videos, and he said, "I feel alive when I cheat death." His final post, published days before his fall, showed him on a tower in Bulgaria. Caption: "Life is too short to chase comfort." And that's how he lived, and that's how he died. Pavel Kashin, the backflip into nothing. July 18th, 2013. St. Petersburg, Russia. Pavel Kashin, 20 years old. A Russian freerunner, one of the most renowned athletes in the national parkour scene. His videos showed him performing flips and stunts on ledges, railings, and cranes. Fans called him the urban ninja. But for Pavel, it wasn't about showmanship. It was discipline, challenge, total control. That day, Pavel and a friend climbed an abandoned industrial building in central St. Petersburg. Their goal: film new content for his VK page, the Russian social network. The rooftop was unprotected, around 16 stories high, approximately 50 meters. Pavel chose his spot, just inches from the edge. He'd done it before. This time he attempted a backflip, a backward somersault, balanced on a narrow concrete frame. Camera ready, Pavel executed the flip, but the landing was off balance. He lost control. He tried to steady himself with his arms, but it was too late. He slipped backward, fell over 165 feet, 50 meters. First responders arrived quickly. Pavel was still alive on impact, but died minutes later. The video was never released. Only a single photo survived. It captured him a second before the jump. Arms open, balanced above the void. It went viral. Russian and international news sites covered the story. Many condemned the culture of extreme risk. Others saluted him as an athlete who died doing what he loved. No sponsors, no monetization, just passion, perfection, and a tragic second. A move he had practiced for years and a mistake of inches. A life ended before the second landing. Jean Pormanove, the 300-hour stream. France, August 2025. Jean Pormanove, the alias of Raphael Graven, was a former TV host who found fame in the world of extreme live streaming. At 46, he reinvented his career on Kick and other platforms, offering marathon broadcasts that pushed the limits of human endurance. His formats blended endurance, provocation, and live audience interaction. The goal: keep viewers hooked, no matter the cost. On August 6, 2025, Jean announced his most ambitious challenge yet, a 300-hour non-stop stream, 12 days and 12 nights without sleep or meaningful breaks. The prize: visibility, donations, and an unmatched European record. The broadcast began at 10 a.m. The studio was outfitted with bunk beds, LED lights, smoke machines, and a visible countdown timer. Each hour, users could buy actions to inflict on the host: pre-recorded screams, water sprays, flashing lights, thrown food, or insult loops. Jean accepted everything. It was part of the show. After 48 hours, fatigue symptoms appeared: puffy eyes, slurred speech, random laughter. But he pushed on. By day 7, viral clips spread. Jean falling asleep while standing, collapsing off his chair, responding slowly. His 2 production assistants continued the stream, playing along. Day 11 was critical. Jean ate little, drank less. On the night of August 17th, he complained of chest pain but refused to stop. On stream, he said, "I've never quit anything in my life." August 18th, 11:47 a.m. Jean was lying motionless on the bed. Viewers thought it was another gag. His assistant sprayed water, shouted, no response. 12:04 p.m. Emergency services were called. Medics arrived 10 minutes later. 12:14 p.m. Jean Pormanove was declared dead. Sudden cardiac arrest. The autopsy revealed a breakdown caused by dehydration, prolonged stress, and sleep deprivation. No illegal substances were found, just total exhaustion. The incident sparked immediate reaction. French authorities launched an investigation for incitement to endanger life. Public debate erupted. Many accused Kick of monetizing suffering live. The platform removed his channel and issued a statement of condolences, but was criticized for not cutting the broadcast earlier. In the following weeks, France implemented new regulations limiting livestream durations and requiring health checks for professional streamers. Jean Pormanove died after 299 hours and 18 minutes of streaming, just 42 minutes shy of his goal. He wasn't the last to go that far, but he was the first to pay with his life. Grant Thompson, King of Random, Utah, USA. July 29, 2019. Grant Thompson, 38, was widely known as the King of Random. A former airline pilot, he built a YouTube empire by turning DIY science into entertainment. His experiments with liquid nitrogen, homemade pyrotechnics, and inventive projects attracted over 11 million subscribers. He was one of the most followed educational creators in the world. His journey began in 2010, when he launched his channel to share random experiments. With a direct style, clear videos, and spectacular yet replicable projects, Thompson became a beacon of popular science. His channel soon surpassed 1 billion views. Over time, some of his experiments sparked criticism. Backyard explosions led to a legal settlement, requiring him to create safety-oriented educational content. On July 29, 2019, Thompson went paramotoring near Hurricane, Utah. He never returned. His family reported him missing, and GPS from his aircraft helped locate the crash site. His body was found soon after. The autopsy and flight data confirmed. A sudden gust of wind collapsed the paraglider wing. The reserve chute didn't deploy in time. News of his death rocked the creator community. YouTube released a statement: a gifted, passionate, and endlessly curious creator. His team continued the channel with new hosts. Fans commented on his final videos: "I learned more from you than school. You made me love science. You never asked for anything, just shared joy." In 2020, a book of his top projects was published posthumously. In 2021, a scholarship was created in his name. Grant Thompson died at 38, but his legacy, millions inspired to go make stuff, lives on. He died doing what he loved. Not for views, not for content, just for himself. Grant Thompson didn't die chasing fame. He died chasing freedom. Sometimes that's the cruelest irony of all. If this video made you think twice before taking that dangerous shot, it did its job. Subscribe to honor their memories. Comment which story affected you most. And remember, the best content is the content you're alive to create tomorrow.